Nathan, first round of the FA Cup. It's a tough one for your boys, but you'll go there looking to get a victory.
Well, obviously, yeah. It is a tough game. We know, it is, but it's just like another league game, really, against obviously similar opposition to us in the league we're in and so on. But no, look, it's FA Cup. It's a different kind of feeling when you go into these games, and we're looking forward to it.
Do you treat it exactly the same as you would a league game?
Yeah, of course, because we prepare the same way in terms of preparing our team and so on, and then obviously it comes up against League 2 opposition, so it's similar to a league game, and then that will be reiterated in the fact that 2 weeks time we go back down there anyway. So we'll treat it as we will any other game, but we also are aware that it is an FA Cup fixture, so it's a good one, because there's a bit of romance with the cup and so on, and we all like a cup run.
Their home form actually is awful, Exeter, so you might be able to capitalise on that.
Well, we like to capitalise on anyone. We go away from home trying to win every game. I think our record away from home is very good. In terms of what we had, we didn't get beaten often away from home. Since I've been here, I think we've only been beaten 3-4 times away from home. So, regardless of Exeter's home form or whatever it is, we'll be going there looking to win the game. And I said, we have a good enough team that we can trouble any team away from home.
Is it an opportunity to rotate your side a bit more than you might do?
No, I think it's, as I said, we'll treat it like a game. We'll pick the best side we have available. As I said, we're looking to, as I said, Exeter will look for a cup run. They've had famous cup runs lately. I think the most recent one was when they played Liverpool and so on. We want a cup run, so we'll be treating it in the same manner as anyone else. It's not a game that we take lightly, and we want to rotate. We might have to make the odd change, but no, it's a game that we'll be as strong as we can be.
You switched Sheehan to left back. How did you think he did?
Well, I felt he did well. I mean, we kept a clean sheet, which was something we wanted to do away from home, and it was just a shame we couldn't get a goal, because in recent weeks when we scored in almost every game we've played in this season, it's just the clean sheets have been a problem. So we played a bit of experience. We had a good back four in terms of experience wise and so on. We played him for different reasons for that, and yeah, he did well. Whether he stays there is another thing, because he was brought here as a left-sided centre half. He's key to how we play. So yeah, we'll go from there.
Potts has been pretty consistent, hasn't it, this season? So it'll just be an indication to him that he's going to have to keep playing to the top level.
Well, every player knows that anyway, and it's not just Sheehan that's his competition. We've got Jack Senior now, who's come back and who's flying, absolutely flying. So we have three in that position. Sheehan's not, and he knows it. He's not the type of fullback that I want, because he's. I want one that's going to be just 100 mile an hour up and down, week in, week out. That's not Shees anymore. He used to be that. He's not that, and he knows why he's here. But that's not saying anyway. It didn't take it detrimentally. But so we have the two here that are competing very, very well. So everyone knows that. So if anyone doesn't play very well, then we have others that want. With
your diamond midfield, there is an emphasis on the fullbacks really to bomb on, isn't there? Yeah. They've got a really important job.
Yeah. We need that kind of modern day fullback when you play that kind of shape. I mean, football lends itself to that at the minute, but we want that modern day footballer and modern day fullback. And as I say, she's got wonderful quality, but we have in the four fullbacks who we class as our fullbacks, we have a real fitness level and a desire to do well.
With your diamond four, will that be changeable all season depending on form? Have you got a set four? No, it would just be who's playing well.
We haven't got a set 11. I think we've assembled a squad that we're very pleased with. That at any point, if someone has to come out, then the competition is fierce. I mean, both right backs are competing, both left backs, and then Sheehan on top are competing. 4 centre halves, who and Frankie and Sunder on top of that. 2 defensive midfield players, all hosting it. We've got so many options to play in there that no, there won't be a settled four in terms of they'll play every week. No, when people win them in good form, then they will. But it's not like, okay, we're dropping you because we might need to freshen stuff up. And the levels we train at and the personnel we have, we have a strong squad there, and we will use it. And we use the squad. We don't rotate or just change willy-nilly for the sake of it. When it's right to freshen up, we do. When it's not, then we've continued.
And how much do you take into account the opposition? You mentioned Sheehan went to left back for tactical reasons. Is that because of how the opposition played?
Well, we felt, without giving too much tactically away, we felt that they when I've watched sort of Notts County before, that there was big spaces between their back three or back four and their midfield four, and Sheehan's as good as we've got delivering into people. As it was, Notts County sat off us and condensed all that space, so it was a gamble that probably we didn't need to have made, but we can't second guess what teams are going to do against us, only what they do prior. So he did very well in the game, and as I said, we've kept a clean sheet, so tactically it worked. It's just we're a bit disappointed we didn't capitalise on one of our chances.
Cool, thank you.
On the squad, is everyone fit now apart from Green and Door? Is everyone available for selection?
Yeah, they are actually. We've had a Philip Knox this week with Marriott and with Akin. But apart from that, yeah, it's a full, strong, competitive squad.
And the FA Cup as a competition, I mean, have you had any good runs as a player or management staff? I mean, what's some of your best memories of the competition?
To be fair, we drew Tottenham when we were as a player at Brighton, which is good. We ended up getting third or fourth round, I think it was. We drew Tottenham, so we went to White Hart Lane and narrowly lost to a Robbie Keane goal. So that was a real good, a good run, if you like. But it's a real good competition. It's the strongest of the cup competitions, and when everyone wants to get to the third round, and especially the lower league clubs, want to get to the third round and get a good draw. But it's great. There'll be a different atmosphere, on Saturday. It is, because it's different. There's not league points on it, so you don't move up or down or anything. But it's a knockout style, so it's not as cagey as league games, if you like, because there's no, we get a point for it. So I enjoy the cup. I enjoy the cup competitions because they're, as I said, there's an edge to them, and we're looking forward to this weekend.
And you mentioned obviously Exeter's home for me. The manager Paul Tisdale has been under pressure from some Exeter supporters. I mean, can that be an advantage of going there as an away side at all?
I don't know. I don't think he's under that much pressure there. I think he's done a wonderful job in terms of where the standing he's got the club into and how they thought of and so on, and I'm sure he's earned himself a little bit of patience in the fact that he would have had opportunities to move on, but that won't affect us. Our game plan won't change. Our game plan wouldn't change regardless who we're playing, if we were going to Portsmouth or Exeter or whoever this weekend. So we can't second guess that, and as I said, I'm sure Paul will be fine.
And they had a fantastic tough weekend, didn't they? So they're going to have a confidence about themselves as well.
Yeah, well, they had a good result against Morecambe, but I can assure them will be a different test for Morecambe. I watched the game, and will be a different test. I can guarantee them that. So we're looking forward to it.
So we're on the FA Youth Cup. Did you get to see the game against Barnet?
Yeah,
in the week?
Wonderful performance again. As I said, it was a very tight game early on. So the Barnet missed a pen and then scored. But we were the better side, and we finished really strongly the first half, especially after scoring, and then second half I thought we were excellent. Some real good performances in there, and we're starting to build a tradition here, and obviously last year, and there's a bit more expectation this year because everyone's expecting them to do sort of well, so that'll be a bit more pressure on them, which we'll enjoy seeing how they react. But wonderful performance, and a credit to the people involved.
Because of how the club did last year in the competition, in fact, especially going 1-0 down, there was a bit more pressure and expectation on that actual game as well, so you must be pleased they come through that one.
Yeah, they're a good group, and as I said, the club's in a good place at the minute in terms of our teams and how we play and how we go about our work, and they were excellent. I mean, they were excellent, and it should have been far more. They were stronger. They had far more fluency in the way they played, and as soon as they realised that they can control the game, I thought our players were excellent, and so I thought we missed chances, and it should have been a lot more, and it was a credit to them. But Barnet's a hard place to go, as you know, from being there with first team playing, and Barnet were a really spirited, organised team, and we were just glad to get the win, because it's a cup competition, so no one remember how they played really. It's a result, but no, very pleasing.